But without further delay, I'd love to bring in James Harper of Pivot Analytics, who's going to walk us through the JIRA SpotApp for Agile project and issue management. So James, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Australia.
Thanks for having me, Maggie. As Maggie mentioned, Pivot Analytics are a partner of ThoughtSpot, and we've been a partner for coming up to 3 years now. I think the thing that we've really enjoyed is working with our clients. They're really passionate and driven people. And the reason that they enjoy working with ThoughtSpot is that it makes it really easy for them to get in, to use data, and to really make it part of their everyday decision-making process. And as a bit of a data nut, that's something I really enjoy. So today I'm going to talk to you about the JIRA SpotApp, which we have been developing with some of our clients here. So JIRA, it's a massive platform, and it is used not just across IT, but it's used often as an agile management tool across many different industries. And it's highly configurable, right, to be able to suit many different purposes. So like Maggie sort of touched on, one of the ways that we have seen it used quite a lot is in partnership with your incident management platform. So that might be ServiceNow, or it could be JIRA Service Manager, or Zendesk, or there's a million other incident management platforms as well. And in that sort of setup, what we see is you have issues that are created by your customers, and some of those are going to require software development to resolve. So it's sort of at that point where you see that issue being pushed across into JIRA, where the development team will pick it up, create the story, and then use sprints to deliver that work. So anyone who's worked with JIRA regularly, you'd know that the main interface is really the board, which contains all of your issues and stories. And the board is perfect, right, to move those stories through the sprint process. What it does make slightly more difficult is getting that high-level view of what's happening. And that's particularly true when you want to see what's happening across multiple sprints or across multiple teams. And that's, I guess, where the JIRA SpotApp really sort of comes into its own. So like Maggie mentioned, we've got the ability to look at both sort of sides of things. We can look at our incident management data, and we can also look at our sprint management data. But let's talk in more action. Let's jump in and have a look at the demo. So what we've got is, first of all, we've got the ability to look and ad hoc query or ad hoc search our data. So the first thing we're going to want to know is how many incomplete issues that we've got. So straight away, typing into the search bar, I can see the total number of incomplete issues across all of my data. And I want to see that, of course, by project. So which are the projects that are having a large number of open issues. So you can see that we've got a bit of a backlog forming here with this project. And just like Maggie showed us before, we can drill down into this. So if we want to see the types of issues that are being created, we can drill in here by issue type. And we can see, we've got a small number of bugs, we've got a large number of subtasks, but the stories is what I'm sort of most interested in. So I can, again, continue to drill in here. So if I want to understand, is my workload being nicely shared across my team, which, we can see straight away in a few clicks that we've got a bit of a large number of tickets here being allocated to one individual. So in a few clicks, I'm able to jump in and understand that, possibly I've got the ability here to reallocate some of this work and possibly improve the speed at which we can get these issues closed. Also included with the JIRA SpotApp are two separate live boards. The first one is around issue management, and the second one is around the sprint management. So this whole live board is really designed to help, I guess, track and improve the agile process. So you have sort of high-level metrics in terms of velocities. We can see different charts that give us insights on the number of issues that our team are planning versus actually delivering within sprints. We've got, a burn down chart, which, a burn down chart everybody knows is theoretically supposed to start at the top right and have a nice linear track down to 0 issues left at the end of a sprint. Unfortunately, what often happens is that you end up with burn down charts that look like this, where we're jumping up and down. And these straight away indicate process issues, right? So we can use these visualizations to be able to make changes and tweaks to our process that our teams are using, and then come back to them and see how they're performing over time. One of the other, more, I guess, common process issues that we've often seen is Agile is a very structured process. And so we should only be bringing stories into a sprint when they're fully defined and the team understands exactly what's expected of them. This visualization here, it tracks how many issues within each sprint we're actually changing the description of mid-sprint. So this is indicating that we've got a process issue. So I could use this, I could go back to my team, we could work together about how to define a story before it's brought into a sprint, and then we can come back to this visualization and track how that's changing over time. And so we have a number of visualizations here that are tracking those sort of process issues that we can often experience with our Agile teams. So with the JIRA SpotApp, it's very quick to perform our own ad hoc searches with that ability to drill anywhere. And then with the 2 live boards, we've got the ability to investigate what's happening across both our incident management and also our Agile process data. Back to you, Meg.